Welcome back to the Boondocks Homestead. I'm glad you're back. And today we're going to make some Kaiser rolls. All right, y'all, I got you down here where you can kind of see what I'm doing and putting in here. I'm going to start out with my 3/4 cup of warm water, okay? And then I'm going to do 1 room temp egg. And I'm going to put in my 2 tablespoons of oil. Let me get my thing here going. Now, on top of this, I am going to put my yeast. Okay, and I buy yeast in bulk, so that's why I have it in this jar. 1/2 teaspoons. Where's my... There's 1 and a half. 1.5 teaspoon of yeast, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead, before I put the rest of it in there, I'm going to put my flour in. And I'm going to use 3 cups of flour, approximately. But I'm going to put 2.5 to start out with, okay? There's 2. I'm going to do about 1/2. Well, we'll go ahead and get our 3. And then I'm just going to put like half of it in there. Because we don't want to get too much. We got to see what it looks like, okay? Now, after I put my flour in there, I'm going to put my sugar, and that's 1.5 teaspoons of sugar. And then I'm going to put me a little salt. 1 1/4 teaspoon. Not going to measure it. I'm just going to put me a little bit in there. Okay? Now, let's get our bread hook. Now, the last ingredients I'm going to put in here is this. This is really what makes your Kaiser rolls, okay? And you can search engine this and see, you know, where it originated from over in Austria, I believe. And there's just all kinds of good facts and stuff about Kaiser bread. And it's really good and really good for sandwiches. So, but this malt powder, you can get malt paste, I think. There's different kinds. You can get different stuff. But I just got this malt powder. And because I figured it would stay better on my shelf. I don't know. And there you get so much of it, and it's fairly, you know, inexpensive. So that's going to be my last ingredient, okay? And my recipe calls for 2 teaspoons of that. All right? So we're going to mix this up for about 8 minutes, and I'll bring you back. Okay, I've got this to a soft, supple dough. I ended up putting in the other 1/2 cup, and you can tell because if it's real sticky along the thing and it's not stirring up, you know it needs the rest of the flour, okay? So we'll get I'm going to push this out of the way. Get this out of here. And it's just a very soft, supple dough, okay? Now, what we're going to do with it is we're going to spray us a bowl. We almost went to full time. I'm going to spray us a bowl here, and we're going to put this in it, okay? And we're going to let it rise till it doubles, all right? Or almost doubles. It don't have to completely double, but almost. I'm just going to cover it up, put it in a warm spot, and I'll bring you back when it doubles. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take this out and we're going to measure it, okay? You don't have to. You can just cut it into, I think we're going to do 6. I'm going to see how big it is, okay? We're going to see how big it is. I'm going to put you down here where you can see. Let me get this out. Okay, so this is rows. I'm going to kind of push it down a little bit, but it's going to get kind of, we're going to measure this. I'm going to measure this in grams. You can use ounces. It doesn't matter. I do grams because I do so much sourdough. Okay, it's 690. So what I'm going to do is, and like I said, you can just cut it in 6 We may have to go 12. I don't know. What did I say? 690 divided. 690, guys, divided by 12. That's only 57. That won't be big enough. So we're going to do 6. Okay, so 690 divided by 6. 115. Yeah, that's more like it. All right. I thought I could squeeze more out of it, but they wouldn't be big enough. We'll do 115. Let me tear out my scales here. Okay, that's a little bit big. A little bit big. 119. Isn't that what I said? 690 divided by 6. 115. I'm sorry. Where did I get 119? Okay. He's going back to 116. Stop. Okay, 115. And it, like I said, 6 pieces, equal pieces. It don't matter if one's a little bigger than the other. It's okay. $115. Okay, let's see what this one is. Perfect. It worked. Okay. So then what we're gonna kind of do is we want to make that skin kind of tight. So we're gonna take each one like that, and then we're gonna roll it on our cart, okay, or countertop or whatever you use. I need to oil my cart. It looks awful. And I'm gonna set it right here after I spray it. I sprayed the underneath side and I didn't spray the bottom or the top. Okay. I just pull everything up to the center like so, and then I roll it on the bottom. And these, you guys, these don't take no time to make. And I'm going to use them, this batch we're going to have some hamburgers later on this week, in a couple days probably. And I'm going to use them for hamburger buns. They're good. They're good for sandwiches like that. Okay, so I got 6 of them here. Okay, now, if you don't have one of these tools, there's other ways. You can look that up online, or I already did mine out. I was going to show you how to roll out a piece of it and then twist it and make it into this, similar to this. But you get this off Amazon. I'll try to put the link underneath the description. Very cheap. You get 2 different ones. And what you do with these is you don't push down all the way through, okay? You just kind of push down like this and let off. And it gives you that pattern, okay? That Kaiser pattern. And I just kind of go like this. Don't go all the way through. If you do go all the way through, I mean, it's no big deal except the bread. And I might have one that does that, or 2 or 3. Who knows? I mean, I don't think I'm going all the way through, but you want to really try not to. Okay, after you do that, to hold that shape, we're going to flip them over, okay? And we're going to cover these up, and we're going to let these rise real big and pretty. All right? That's it. Okay? And when they are ready, I will bring you guys back. I'm just going to put I always put my towels over my breads. Works out real good for me, okay? So I'll bring you back when these are all risen and beautiful, okay? Okay, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and flip these. They're not ready yet, but I don't want to wait until they get completely ready. I want to go ahead and flip them because I don't want them to deflate, and I hope they don't. And you just flip these back over very gently, okay? And then we're going to let them rise a little bit longer. You got to be really Gentle with them. I mean, worst case scenario, they just won't rise as big. They'll still taste okay. Okay, I think that's okay. Now I'm going to let these go ahead and rise some more. Now I'm going to put them in the oven. I've got people coming to bring my appliances. They're on their way. If I don't get back on here before these totally rise and put them in the oven, then you'll get to see when they don't have very far to go. Then you'll get to see them when they get done, okay? Don't go nowhere, guys. All right, you guys, I'm going to hurry up and do this real quick because I got people coming. And so what I do, you can use water, egg wash, whatever you want to do. I use milk. I use a little bit of milk, and be real careful putting this on top of here, okay? You don't want to deflate these. And then you're going to put on whatever toppings you want. I'm going to put sesame seeds on a few of them. I can get them out of here. .450-degree oven, guys. And I'm going to put some everything bagel on a couple of them because I just like that. I like that seasoning. Okay. Okay, and you can put black poppy seeds, white poppy seeds, or white sesame seeds, whatever you want on them. It's pretty much just up to you. Okay, I'm going to put these 450 for 15 to 17 minutes, and I'll bring you back when they're done. All right, they're done, you guys. Look at them. Now, 2 of them kind of fell, but that's okay. They're still going to taste the same, but look at that. Isn't that pretty? And it's just, I could have went a little deeper with the stamp, but I have went too deep before, and then it makes the bun blow out, and I don't like that. So I'd rather have a very light pattern of the star pattern than to have it blow out like that. So I'm going to fix a sandwich, and I'm going to open this one that fell, and it's a everything bagel. They're so soft. Now they're sometimes will have like a hard, it's got a harder outer crust, but the inside is just soft, pillow soft. Pillow soft. Okay, I'm going to make this sandwich. You can put anything. You can do bacon, egg, and cheese. You can do any kind of your favorite deli meat, hamburger. I'm going to do some turkey and provolone for lunch. That's what I'm going to do. You can use anything you got or anything you want. You know it? I'm going to put a piece of this provolone on top. I'm going to heat this up real quick, and then we'll dress it up a little bit. All right, there we go. She's out of the way a little bit. Put this up here where you can see it. Now, I always like a little lettuce. Whoops. And this is not from my garden, you guys. This is store-bought lettuce. Just some iceberg lettuce I put on there. Okay. And then I'm going to cut me a slice of tomato and get it open. I like tomato. I like a lot of tomato. Look at that. Now, I found these new dressings at Walmart that I like, and I know they're probably not good for you, but boy, they sure are good. This one's sweet onion teriyaki, and it's really good. I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to cut it in half. Oh my goodness. There we go. If you got people coming, you got company coming or something, you don't want them to slide off, you just put a toothpick down through them. They'll hold until you're ready to eat them, okay? All right. You guys can probably hear my laundry going back there. I'm going to take a bite of this and see how it is. It's lunchtime. I just got my stuff delivered for the bread shed. Let's try it. That is delicious. The bun is so soft. So soft. Well, it's called Kaiser roll. A roll. It's called a roll. But to me, it tastes like a bun. And I love it. It is so good. So, so good. Okay. Now, that's a good sandwich. And those are good rolls or buns, whatever you want to call them. And that malt that I put in there, it just gives it a whole different taste. I don't know, but it is good. It is super good. You guys try some of these. You will not be disappointed. And they're just a little bit, how do I put it? They'll hold up to a hamburger just a little bit better, I think, than a hamburger bun. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they'll just hold up better. It holds up better to it. I don't know how to explain it, but you'll see if you make them. And don't cut them until you get ready to use them, okay? And you can freeze them and then just bring them out and warm them up or let them come to room temp on the counter. And you got yourself a bun ready to go or a roll ready to go, okay? And like I said, if you want to go a little deeper with the cut, you can. Just be careful. Don't go all the way through because it'll blow out on the side if you go all the way through it. Or if you go through all the way in the middle, it'll blow up in the middle. So you just got to really be careful with the stamp. And like I said, I wanted to show you, but I've done gotten too far into stamping them. But if you roll out a piece of it into a rope about that long, one of the, I think it was 115 grams I ended up with for each roll. And if you'll roll it out into a long rope, and then you'll just kind of like knot it, and then you'll put the things over and make it actually makes a really pretty roll, but they end up looking kind of like this. So you could try that if you don't have the stamp, or you can get you a stamp and I'll put the link to it underneath this video. Okay, so try a Kaiser roll. They are great. And I'll tell you, I had never had one until I had a lady ask me at the farmer's market if I made them, and I said I don't even know what they are. And so I started investigating and researching and everything, and I was like, I made them, and I'm like, oh wow. The lady never come back to get any. I don't know. I don't know. To her defense, I mean, something could have happened and she couldn't make it back. But anyways, we ate them and they were good. So I will continue to make them. Every once in a while, they're just it's different. It's different from something else. You know what I mean? Than just a regular hamburger bun. And these would be really good at like a backyard picnic or a backyard barbecue, whatever, where you're making hamburgers and then big, juicy, thick hamburgers. Oh, and I'll tell you something else that'd be good on this would be pulled pork. That would be good, like barbecued pulled pork or something. That'd be really good on these. So y'all try you some. I'm going to get off here. I've got lots to do. I want to go over. I'm going to paint some more over there. I'm trying to get that. We're just so close to being done over there, and I just want to get it done so bad and get everything moved and just be over there and be done. But, Lord willing, it'll happen when it happens. But I'm going to get off here and get the rest of my stuff done. And Lord willing, I will catch you on the next video. Bye.